Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a fun pick a card channeled messages from your future spouse. We're going to choose piles now. So pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. So take your time. If you need to pause the video, you can, but take your time and really connect into your person, your future person, and their energy, and allow yourself to choose your pile from there. And I will meet you in your video. Timestamps are in the description box below. Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a really fun pick a card reading today. It seems to be a channel favorite, is the channeled messages from your future spouse. This will be the first part of the video will be channeled in first person as a message to you, and then I open it up to spirit to make any comments at the end of the video. Okay, so before we get started, I want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. I very much appreciate that. Thank you for those who have donated or tipped. Also, some of you have asked for my P.O. box to send me actual tarot cards or snail mail letter, which I love getting those. I'm a little bit old school with it. So I've included that in the description box below, my business P.O. box. So you are welcome to send me a letter, or if you wanted to donate tarot decks or what have you, you're certainly welcome to do that. I just wanted to make the pieces accessible for you guys, because this channel is really for you. I'm just a messenger here. So, and then we also have a thank you to all of you guys who comment. That is helping tremendously. I'm doing my best to grow the channel so that I can bring you more topics. I kind of want to open up a few different levels here that I'm working on. So in addition to the pick a card readings, I want to do some other videos, but I do need to grow my audience for that. So thank you guys for helping me. Also, I want to say I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that, as some are here for the messages and not for the video. Also, my Etsy shop is open. There are private readings available there. There's handmade jewelry that I make that are intentional jewelries. So like these are the fun little crochet jewelries that bring about happiness, that bring things into full color for you. I also make custom keys to your kingdom, which are clay jewelry that I hand mold. There's also a few other pieces on there as well, and I'll be adding to that. So I'm adding to things with I'm gonna have rune sets available that are handmade by a beautiful friend of mine, and then yeah, so there's gonna just be some fun offerings there of spiritual type of jewelry and items. So if you're interested, you're welcome to look up the Etsy shop. Okay, so enough with that. Let's get into your messages. Already I feel a bit of a restlessness, like things are getting into movement. Okay, and with your cards, I can definitely see how that's going. Okay, so I pre-drew your oracle cards, and then we'll shuffle the tarot cards as we go. So let's get into the messages. Okay, channeled message pile 1, you guys chose the soulmates card. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And then we're also using this Shaman's Dream Oracle and the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. Let me get into it here. All right. So for pile 1, okay, we have 41 here, which may be a resonating number for you. That might be your age or your person's age, or that yields down to a 5, which talks about changes. So let's get into the channeling part. So just give me just a second. To my future spouse, we are soulmates. We have the whale song. I have heard your call. You are resonating within me. I see the truth in our connection, whereas I may not have seen that truth previously. But we've been learning to release ourselves from attachment. And though I may not have expressed to you yet how all I'm feeling, I am resonating with you. I am hearing the call. And I am aware that we are connected in a soul contract and that we do have this connection in the Akashic records. The whales are the keepers of the Akashic records. So I am resonating with you, and I know that it's about to be our time. And we do have a perfect storm here. I am getting the courage to step into life and to step into life with you. I do feel like our connection is a very spiritual connection. I can feel it in my bones, and I hope that you are feeling that too. I'm not sure completely how you feel, because I feel like I have been so slow in approaching. I've been slow to step into life and to step into the calling. I've known that you are my person for some time now, but I haven't known how to communicate it to you yet. But what I see in you is that we are meant to be together, and I know that we have many soulmates throughout our life, and I'm grateful for the ones that both of us have had, that has led me to you, that has led me to this time here and now. And I do feel like we are upgrading together. Both of us are very spiritual in our understanding. We're awake in our consciousness, and I just thought that maybe I wouldn't have a spouse. I thought that I would go through this spiritual path by myself, or as, just in connection with spirit alone. But you have opened a door for me, and I'm resonating with our calling, and I'm seeing in my meditations, in my dreams, spirit's talking to me constantly right now. Now, I have hit a bit of a wall here. There's some obstacles of why I haven't said things to you yet, why I haven't come forward and really shared all of my feelings. You and I both feel the connection, and it is deep and lovely, and it's amazing, and I can't wait for you to be my spouse. I am up against some internal obstacles because I didn't think I was going to do this path with anyone else again after my previous relationships, and since having some more awakening spiritually, I really thought that I was going to be on my path alone. And I'm having some obstacles inside myself, and I'm releasing some of the hurts from the past. Since you have come into my life, it has been a crossing point. I am in an initiation. So I do feel like I am coming back to life. I'm getting the courage to step back into life. When I met you, I was barely alive. For some, I was barely alive physically, and for others, I spiritually was not listening to the call of my spirit as it pertains to love and partnership. I was definitely doing well on my own, as I think you were too, love, because you are very independent. We're soulmates, so we're similar in our energies here. So I feel like both of us kind of gave up on love, but I can only speak for myself in that I know that I'm going through an initiation, and I'm going through this gateway. And so I am doing my best to remove the obstacles that were in our path. I feel you day and night. I feel you in each moment. It's not just in your head. And I do have the key that will unlock your heart. I do have the key that will unlock your heart, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm just working through my initiation process so that I can come forward to you in the correct vibration. I'm working on making it so that I can be a great provider for you. I know spiritually we're matched, but when we met on Earth, I was down on my luck a little bit, and I may have lost my fortunes. I wasn't feeling well in my health. I wasn't feeling well in my mind. I just wasn't in a great place when we first came together in this way. And, you know, I truly love and adore you. I'm just in this process right now of healing. But I want you to know that I'm recognizing you, and you are my wish fulfilled. And I am going to come forward with an offer. So while you may have thought that if I've been distant, or if I haven't been showing you my feelings or my attraction, it's only because I've been working on myself so that I could feel worthy of you. A lot of times I don't feel worthy of you, and it's not anything that you've done. It's just I know that I'm not vibrationally aligned yet. I'm aware that there's a little more work to be done, but I'm getting the message from Spirit that part of my initiation is to let go of the perfectionism, and I think both of us could let go of the perfectionism and just allow ourselves to be in the loving energy. But I am going to offer to you, I am investing in us. I'm investing in you, I'm investing in us, and I invest only seeds that grow. And I am working on our manifest reality so that we can have a secure life. I want to be able to provide and protect you, and I am picking the key back up to be in your energy, to come forward to you. So do know that I am aware that we are resonating as soulmates. I'm aware of this. I'm aware of the love that we have for each other. Okay, I understand our contract, and it is almost time. And I notice I feel like that our relationship is protected by the energies that be, source energy, life force energy, God, goddess, whatever you call that. I see that there's magic here and that we are protected. And I am coming back to life, and I am absolutely going to be engaging with you. So I do have an offer coming up for you, a next level offer for wherever we are at the time that you watch this. I am doing my best to build a foundation and release the past. That is the obstacles that I'm releasing so that I can give you the offer. And I feel like you've lost faith in us a little bit. I can feel you retreating some. You knew from the beginning that we were soulmates. You knew that we were a positive connection together, and I wasn't ready. But I am coming in. Spirit is shaking me up in such a way that I cannot ignore this anymore. I can't ignore you anymore, and I don't want you to feel like you are less than, because I love you so much. I just am going through this initiation, and I feel like the communication I'm about to give you is shocking to you, because I feel in some ways you've given up on me, and I didn't mean for that to be that way. It's just taken me a little bit longer than I thought to get back onto my feet. But I am manifesting you, and this is going to feel like pure magic, okay? We are both magical beings, spiritual beings, but I don't feel like you have any idea of the communication that I have coming for you. I do feel like it's going to be a surprise, and please don't give up on me. I would never ask you to wait on me. I want you to live your life and be happy and engage with life, and I am coming forward. I am hearing the call. I can't resist the call of Spirit anymore, because I do feel like you are kind of pulling back. I can feel in the energy that you may be wanting to move on, that you're bored and frustrated, and I'm sorry that I've put you in that position. I've had some work that I've needed to do on myself, but I do feel like the time is coming. I cannot ignore it any longer, so I've got to come forward to you. Okay, so we'll end the channeling section there. I feel like in this particular channeling, they pretty much said most everything. I feel like with this group, you guys are definitely in that soulmate category. Now remember, we have many soulmates. Soulmates can even be friends. They do not have to be romantic partners, okay? So there's no such thing as one individual person for you, okay, that's fated, that has to be. We are creating our reality. But in this case, you've created a reality in which you've called in a soulmate that is resonating with you, okay? This is a higher level soulmate. They do, we have soulmates at every stage of our life. Both of you are awake and aware. This is a very spiritual group. And so I do feel like I've got a couple different messages. Some of you have just been friends and feel that soulmate energy, but it's never took off. Like you maybe were interested in each other, but it never has come into that romantic part. It feels like it at times. You both know the bond. You both feel it. You both feel that familiar soulmate, divine counterpart energy. I'm like itching my nose here. Like there's a lot of energy around this connection, and you feel like home to each other. So it's not this like overwhelming, like it's stimulating energy, but it's not intense, like makes you feel sick to the stomach, like some of the other types of relationships can be. What we consider chemical attraction is often our fight or flight response, saying, please, no, get out of there. Like when the stomach and the adrenaline starts pumping, that's because we are in fight, flight, or freeze. With this particular connection, I feel like you guys are, it's gentle on entry, though intense, right? So it's like there's this beautiful partnership, ebb and flow. You guys just get each other. I do feel like you've already met, and some of you may have been in a relationship shortly. For a lot of you, I feel like you haven't made the physical romantic connection yet, that you're friends, that you're loving each other, that you can definitely tell that this is a soulmate energy, that you want that person. But I feel like your person or you have kind of given up on love a little bit when you guys met. I do feel like your person was in kind of hard times when they first met you, and so they're building themselves back up, and they are in an initiation. But all in all, you guys are super spiritual focused. You are highly evolved souls, okay? And now it's time to, like, I just started sweating. It's like I got this hair or something on my third eye. Now you guys are moving into this stage of having things on earth. Both parties, I feel like, have spent a significant amount of time focusing on their spiritual path and maybe being celibate or being just not in relationships for many years, or just here or there or something. But like definitely it feels like you guys are both learning how to come back together in partnership and actually be in this world as well and be in this soulmate contract. And you're both feeling it because it is in your Akashic records. The whales bring the Akashic records, okay, that they're the holders, they're the keepers of all of the infinite records of connections and all different areas, okay? So there is an initiation process that's happening. Feels really good. I feel like they're going to shock you with what they have to say and come forward with their feelings. It feels like, as even though you're wanting it and hoping for it, I feel like those of you watching, does feel like those of you who are watching are more of the divine feminine energy, and I feel like the divine masculine is really going to shock you with an expression of their feelings that you were hoping for but are not expecting, and that's going to get things moving forward. And I don't feel like either one of you maybe wanted traditional marriage, or this doesn't feel like a traditional group. This feels like a very spiritual group, so the way that you arrange relationships may be different. but they are absolutely wanting to come forward to you. And I feel like almost not just wanting, I feel like they have to come forward to you. It's like now or never sort of energy that I'm getting with this. Okay, so as it is a future spouse reading, I'm gunning for them. I do feel like they'll come through. Again, everyone has free will choice, but what I'm seeing is the energy is that they will come through. Spirit is not going to leave them alone until they show up for you, and you show up for them. Okay, so beautiful energy here. I love that. I love giving good news, and I love that you guys have this beautiful energy together, because you really do work as a team. You work as a beautiful, beautiful team, and I love that. So okay, so that's what I have for you. I'm going to leave that there. If you'd like to enter the contest, remember it's free to enter, free to win. So here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write soulmates. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on July 1st and on video and announce the winner. And hopefully it is you. So till next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 2, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card, a channel favorite of channeled messages from your future spouse. So I'll do the first half of the video in a channeled format in first person as if it's a love message from your person, and then the other part of the video will be any clarifications that Spirit would like to make about the different stories or timelines that may come up. Okay, before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for those who have donated or tipped. So appreciative. As well as some of you have asked for wanting to send me some snail mail or some tarot cards or something through the mail. So I have added my business P.O. box in the description box below if you would like to send something there. As well as thank you for those who have commented. That really, really helps. Private readings, energy jewelry, and beautiful pendants, custom energy jewelry is available on my Etsy shop. That link is in the description box below under the video private recording reading. Okay. So I think that's it for announcements. I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that. Some are just here for the messages only. All right, let's get into it. I'm already a little bit antsy here. I think that's just the energy. I'm recording, though this is timeless, I am recording it around the Sagittarius full moon in 2022. So we've got potent supermoon energy with this particular message. Okay, so between worlds. All right, I'm going to get right into it. I have already met you and seen you, my love. And you are a muse and an inspiration to me. I feel like through meeting you and seeing you, I am between two worlds. We do have a special connection. It feels like a muse. 333 or 33 is big numbers. And I want you to know that right now, in this now moment, I'm not available to come forward yet. But I am working on it. I am between two worlds. I want you to know that when we met, or as I've been seeing you, you have been such a muse and such an inspiration to me. But I'm needing to close the door and complete a cycle. For some of us, I'm in a relationship already, and I need to close out that relationship. There is a lot of changes happening in my life right now. There's a lot of completions of old cycles. I'm having to close the door on the past. And through this inspiration that I have found in you, it's caused me to have a revelation. This is an unmarked trail for me. I've never been down this trail before. It's like you have opened me up to new parts of myself, and that's why I'm between two worlds. Before I met you, was in a really strong state of depression. My life had gotten stale and boring, and meeting you, it's like the light, it's like coming into full color. It's like I've stepped into a completely different world. You're showing me things that that I've never really seen before. Okay, and I am. This is new to me, and I know that I need to close out these cycles. And I'm just in awe because we have this jeweled web, the connectivity, even how we met. For some of you, I've been watching you on the internet, and I'm just amazed at you, your energy, the beauty that you have, the attractiveness that you are, but it comes from your soul inside out. And I'm really grateful to connect with you. And I cannot wait until we can move into the future together. I'm hoping that you will be available when it's time. As this is a message from the future spouse, I know that it works out. Like, I can feel that you're my person. You are my absolute muse. But I am in a position right now where I'm not quite available yet. I'm closing the doors on on old energy. I'm completing the cycles that I need to complete. So I can't quite come forward in this now moment, but I am working towards that. You have opened up and spurred an energy in me that says it's time for change. I have to move forward with this person, or I will miss with you, or I will miss this opportunity. So I am doing my best to complete the cycles, and I do my best to stay connected to you. Even if we're not talking right now, I am watching you on social media. I'm watching you on any kind of media content that you put out. If you have a YouTube, I'm watching your YouTube. I just am doing my best to stay connected to you, and I am connecting to you telepathically and in your dreams. I am connecting to you in thinking of you in each moment, because I know that it's time for me to make the changes so that I can start to move forward towards you. Let's go a little deeper into the message. This doesn't feel bad though. This feels exciting. It feels exciting, this movement towards you. Oh my, okay. All right. So Spirit is shaking me up at this time so that I close the doors. I have been coming towards you, but I've been really, really slow. And I've been wanting to make these changes for some time now. But it's like Spirit has been needing to shake up my world here. Okay. I've been in contemplation and a little bit of internal conflict here. I'm doing my best to strategize my exit strategy for the situation that I'm in now. And I want to make sure that I heal first, because I don't want to come to you as less than. You are such a joy and an inspiration and such a muse to me. I have to come to you healed. So I am needing a period of time to heal, a period of time to close the doors with the connections that I already have. I need to close the doors on old energy and the things from the past. I need to heal before I can come towards you. But what I want you to know is that Spirit is absolutely making me do it now. I have to make the change. My world is crumbling. So many things are completing at this time, and it's all because in the energy, Spirit's lining things up for us to be together. And I can't offer you anything until I complete these connections that I've had, till I heal these parts of myself, till I let go and move into this unmarked territory with you. I'm out of my element as far as with you, but Spirit's not letting me sit in it anymore. I've got to make the changes. I have to move forward, and I have to move forward towards you. And so I do want you to know that I do make the changes. We do end up together. But right now, it's like I'm closing out one timeline so I can get onto yours. What else do you want to know? Yep. Then we have Scorpio energy here. I am going through a death and a rebirth, but I am coming forward to you. So I am completing the cycles that I need to complete. So I do want you to know that. I have been in a little bit of analysis paralysis of how to come forward to you because the time hasn't been quite right yet, but now Spirit is making me make the changes so that I can be available to you in a way that is the rebirth. You are my rebirth. You are my muse and inspiration. So thank you for that, because it's propelling me to make the choices that I needed to make for a very long time to close out these cycles. Okay, so I am going to end the channeling there and move into the other messages from Spirit. So for your person, there is a couple of different, since this is a large group I'm reading for, there's a couple of different energies present. One is that you haven't met them yet. Remember, we're talking about your future spouse. You may not have met them yet physically, so they may know you from internet content. Some of you may be influencers. Some of you they may know you from just your social media presence, okay? And this is basically saying that they are, that you have been a muse to them. You've been an inspiration, and something in them says, that's my person, okay? They know it. So I want you to know that your person knows already. They can feel it in their spirit. Even if you haven't met yet, Spirit is prompting them. They don't have a choice anymore. Spirit is prompting them to make these changes. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here, but it doesn't have to be. There's just Scorpionic energies, meaning purge, death, rebirth, okay? Now with this, they are kind of between two worlds. They are getting healthy, and if you have met them before, I don't feel like you've had a relationship with, well, there's a small percentage that someone was married. You knew that they were married. This is not a confusion here, okay? And there's no judgment on this channel. So there's a very small portion that you came together, you met, and you have this strong connection, but they do have to close out a lot of doors, so they can't come forward yet. But you would know that they were married. Others of you, you've met, but you haven't, you're just friends. You haven't done anything with them physically. You are their muse and inspiration, even though they probably are not telling you that, but they are between worlds. So they are halfway there, okay? They are halfway on your side. So they are in movement towards this, okay? Towards being in a relationship with you, and specifically towards moving into that committed relationship that leads to being your spouse. That being said, they are in unmarked territory. They are having the revelation, wow, pile 2 is my inspiration and my muse. I am inspired to make these changes. These might be physical changes. These might be, they're closing doors here, okay? So they're closing doors on the past. So they are in completion. They're in contemplation. They're closing doors on anything that's chaotic energy that would keep them from you. They are closing doors on connections that have them confused. They're closing doors on connections that have them feeling unhealthy or unhealed. Your energy has changed them so much just in this short amount of time. And I don't feel like you even know how much you've helped them to change. Some of you may not know at all, because those of you who haven't met yet, that you just have a secret admirer, okay? But what Spirit's saying is that you guys are meant to come together. It's the connections that are made before we even get into this world. So I feel like the thing is, and the advice from Spirit is, keep doing what you're doing. You are highly attractive at this time. Your person and your messages from your future spouse is that they are in process right now. They are in the process of changing. They are in the process of healing. They are in the process of closing the doors that would keep them from you. Okay, so and they are acknowledging that they've been slow in coming. The Knight of Pentacles gives real offers, but they're slow. Okay, they take forever. And Spirit's saying, you can't be slow anymore. The times, you got to make the changes now. We are in an extreme time of change while this video is being recorded, and it'll continue for any time that you're watching this. We will be, the energies are just gaining momentum here. So Earth is in a huge transitionary time, and we're part of that, as is our relationship. So they can no longer live the way that they lived previously without being hurt by it, if that makes sense. Not that we wish hurt on anybody, but it's like what a tower does. Oh, I already shuffled. What a tower does is says that stuck energies where there's been a resistance. So say somebody has been in a marriage that's been awful and combative, and they're bored and slowly losing their life force energy, and they've known they've needed to leave, but maybe they were just in a situation where they're like comfortable, like financially it's good and whatever else. Now Spirit's saying, no, you cannot do that. We are moving into vibrational matches. There's no reason to continue to be in any type of relationship, whether it's marriage, old fling, old friendship patterns, you know, old patterns of health, if they've had toxic behaviors, like for those who have needed to do rehab or something. It's like they're finally completing the cycles of the toxic behaviors. They have found something in your light that has sparked them to change. And so, and some of you are somewhat aware. None of you are completely aware of how much you are helping your person to change. They are in a full-on between two worlds. They're in a full-on death and rebirth cycle. But this, because it's half and half like this, it's showing me they're halfway through their death and rebirth. So they are in the position of, they've rebirthed part of like half of themselves. So you can maybe even see some changes if you know the person. Those of you who haven't met, just know that they are working on it and they are in that rebirth. So that can help you to have a little bit of patience, knowing that your person is healing, knowing that your person is making the steps necessary to come forward to you. So you may be meeting them in your dreams and astral if you haven't met yet, but they are feeling you and they know you. And so they are going to be moving towards you soon. We're just saying that this is like the halfway point, okay? So you keep dreaming your dream. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the joyful muse. You are absolutely on track and in alignment with having your spouse come to you, okay? So keep doing what you're doing. They are in the position of working through that. I feel like you have already worked through and completed the cycles with the people and the old patterns that would have kept you apart. Okay, so you keep doing you and your creativity because you're absolutely attracting your person. And so, and very soon you will be in communication with them in the manifest reality. They're just in that rebirth process. So they're in a between two worlds situation, okay? So I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's easy to do. Free to enter, free to win. You be a subscriber, hit that bell button first and foremost. Like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, "I am a joyful muse," and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that July 1st and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a fun pick a card of, it's a channel favorite with channeled messages from your future spouse. We'll do the first part of the video in a channeled format in first person, and then I do the end of the video with messages from Spirit or any clarifications that they would like to make. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you so much for those of you who have donated and tipped. Also, I have gotten some requests for my P.O. Box number to be able to be sent snail mail, so cards or I guess tarot cards. If you would like that, I have put my business P.O. box in the description box below. So you're welcome to send me letters or whatever you would like. I love that kind of stuff. And then thank you guys for commenting. I do have private readings available, as well as energy jewelry that I have handmade, both in the fun little crocheted, as well as I do hand sculpt clay and crystal jewelry that has real specific intentions, and I can do custom pieces for you as well. That will be in the description box below, as well as I am doing a contest, free to enter, free to win, every month for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the messages and not for the contest. Okay, let's get into it. All right, to my future spouse. We have community, so we have either already met or we will meet in a community way. We have the group think here as well. So I feel like what I want to tell you to my future spouse is that there seems to be a lot of energies around us at this time. I do feel like we met in this has multiple implications. Okay, so not channeled, I'm feeling some of you have met them already or have worked with them, and so you've met in a community or network way. Others of you, you will meet them like that. So I'm just going to go forward as if you've already met. Okay. All right. Right now, I feel like there are just so many, my mind is full. There are so many different energies around us at this time. And I love that we've met in our community. I like that we are like-minded. That's part of what has attracted me to you. And I love that we both enjoy being in the community, and we both enjoy being in a group setting to be able to really do masterminds as far as our intelligence goes. Both of us are extremely intelligent and educated, and I love that about you. I love your opinions, and I love that you do look for answers within yourself, but also within a group setting. You have taught me so much already. You have a wonderful way of communicating and just giving back to the community. Now, that being said, I feel like right now I have an empty well, and it's time to replenish. Sometimes it just feels like there's too many energies weighing in on our connection at this time, and so I need to replenish myself. I need to get back into my own alignment. So in the now, if we are not in communication, it's only because I'm replenishing myself. I'm learning to be adaptable. Okay. I want for us to have the adaptability that it takes to survive time. You and I both are extremely dedicated individuals. And when we commit fully. And I have every intention of us committing fully to one another if we haven't already. And that being said, sometimes I need to retreat. It feels like you are a little bit better socially than I am, and I need the moments to myself to regroup. And so it's not that I'm not wanting to connect with you, it's that I need to be able to go inside to balance myself. I feel like I am right now straddling two worlds here, okay? And I'm wandering between the realms, and I'm trying to balance myself. I also feel like that right now I'm going through a bit of a spiritual awakening, and because my mind has been so full, I'm trying to empty it out so that I can see which timeline to get on, how to connect with you and adapt in a way that is that puts us in such a beautiful position. Okay, because with you, I see you as if you are the stars in the sky, and I'm doing my best to connect myself to you because we have limitless possibilities together. I really believe that. I feel like you are absolutely just the most beautiful partner that I could possibly pick. Heart, soul, everything. And I'm learning to balance myself so that I don't need as much alone time, so that I can commune with you regularly, so that we can be together and go and be in groups and other things as well. But I feel like my energy gets really overwhelmed at times in group settings, and so I'm wanting it to be one-on-one again. I'm wanting us to dream together again. I feel like with you that there is so much dreaming, so much that we can accomplish together, and I'm wanting to have that with you. So if my communication has been a little bit sporadic right now, it feels like I just need to replenish myself. It's like there's been, if you can hear the jackhammer in the background, there's just been so much extra distraction and disturbing sound energies from these communities. I feel like we need to release everyone else's opinions so that we can move forward together. And I love being in the community. I wanna make that clear that I love what we do together to help volunteer, to help take care of others. I'm just needing a bit of time to replenish myself, to get silent in my mind. Beautiful. I do feel like our fortunes are changing. I'm wanting that. Beautiful. So the fortunes are changing. No longer are we going to be wounded warriors. I have perseverance towards you. I won't give up on you. So know that if I'm a little bit quiet right now, it's only because I'm in contemplation and I'm listening for spirit, okay, to replenish me. Look at these two cards together. I'm waiting on spirit to give me the aha, and I'm going to communicate with you. I'm going to communicate with you. We're already in great energy together, and so I have this communication and creativity that's coming forward. Okay, I'm going to communicate with you, and I have ideas for us because I want us to not just be together as spouses, but I also want to work together. I want us to build together in a way that we're adaptable and balanced together, but we also master our individual and collective crafts. You are someone that it's worth the work. It's worth the changes that I need to make. Okay, it's worth it. I love how you are so esteemed in the community, and I love how you are so well loved by many Okay, and I am adapting myself so that I can balance. And I want to balance my work and love time with you. And so, so much of that is happening. And I would really like to come forward to offer you my cup of love. I'm feeling, this is why I've needed to retreat a little bit, okay? Because I'm feeling very anxious with all the different opinions that have been around about our relationship. People are, you know, family members, friends, community members. There's a lot of opinions going around about our relationship. There's a lot of, I'm scared of rejection, even though I know that you love me. I'm a little bit scared. So I'm hanging myself upside down to get a new perspective so that I can offer you this next level of commitment. I want to offer you the next level of love from where we are now. And, I'm going to do it. I'm just taking a pause in the moment to see clearly. So I need to be able to see from Spirit's perspective. I need to be able to see what Spirit sees. And so I've retreated a little bit so that I can listen to the messages and get them straight away so I can be truthful and honest with you. I want you to know that I will not give up on you. I'm pursuing and persevering with you, regardless of how much adaptability that has to happen. I'm going to adapt with you because I love you and because I want to move forward as your spouse. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm going to take a little water here. So I got some hiccups as I had that last message. Okay, so what I'm getting with this group and with the energy here is many of you have already met or you're in relationship already. So there's a couple of different scenarios that are coming through with this message. One that's really huge, that's right in my face right now, is some of you are together and want to get married, but there's community members, family members, or cultural issues that are in the way. So what your future spouse wants you to know is that they will fight for you. They're going to persevere. They're going to, you know, if you're in a culture where the parents have to sign off on things, because I'm seeing like you guys already being together, but a family member, like the parents wanting to arrange your future spouse off to somebody else, right? Or it just may be that there's a lot of opinions. I feel like there's a lot of opinions happening about your relationship that's affecting it. But what your person wants you to know is that they are persevering. They will adapt with you, but they sometimes need to kind of retreat into themselves in order to get their head clear, to get their energy clear, so that they can come forward, so that they can be your warrior or warrioress, okay? And come forward for you in that way. But they want to let you know that they are adapting and they are straddling two worlds. I feel like for this group, all in all, you guys are coming through cultural or family challenges within your community. So this group may be that you're different races, different religions, or culturally you're at a different caste, or you know, there's a bit of an obstacle to you guys coming together in marriage union. But what your person is wanting you to know is that they will fight for this. They will persevere. They've got it in them. And you guys have already, those of you who haven't met, you know, what's happening with your relationship is y'all are learning to, you know, be in the community, give back, but you're also learning to release generational kind of limiting patterns. Remember the card that said limitless possibilities. So with you guys, you're opening things up, not just for yourself, but for your lineage. Your family that you're building together will do things differently than people in the past in your family that were very rigid upon rules or race relations or what have you. So you guys are learning to adapt. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy together, but it's not an easy energy, right? Because this is the energy of change. This is the energy of adaptability. This is the energy of you're going to have your spouse, but there is a bit of a conflict outside of you. And they are wanting you to know that your spirit team is wanting you to know, and your person's wanting you to know that they will fight for you, that it is protected by spirit, that you guys are doing a kind of a holy mission by being in love together, because you're clearing a lot for your ancestry. So just keep that in mind. Of course, we have free will, so you can do whatever you want. Tarot is just giving you a blippet of information, a snapshot of information of the energies right now. But I do feel like that you guys come together, and because there was this clearing of the ancestry, I do feel like this lasts the long haul, the long time. Really beautiful energies here. Your future spouse just wants you to know that they are clearing their mind. They are going to be coming back towards you. They're going to fight for you. They're going to fight for this connection because they feel it just as much as you do, and it's important. And so together, you guys working together, you can adapt to anything. So I feel like with this group, there's some challenges before marriage, but it makes you very strong in your teamwork and in your marriage together. So that's really beautiful energy. So I'm going to leave that there. So thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am adaptable. I am adaptable. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I will do that on July 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.